your kitchen, we're canning. And today we're canning hot pickled veggies.
That's right, that's perfect. And canning can sometimes be a little bit intimidating. I mean, you gotta sterilize the glass jar and everything that you're using. But we just got back from South Dakota, and Grandma Lucan, Aunt Sue, and Audra shared with us some of their tips and tricks and reasons why you put something else in and whatnot. So we're gonna share that with you today. And we hope that this makes your canning experience just a little bit easier. You ready?
Yes.
All right, let's get started. To get started on our hot pickled veggies, first we need to brine our veggies.
What does brining mean?
That's a good question, Maria, and I'm sure you're wondering what in the world does brining mean? Well, it's when you take a little bit of water and some salt, and then we're gonna stick our veggies in there, and it's gonna help to preserve all those veggies because you can actually eat this for up to a year.
That's a long time.
It is a long time. That's what they used to do way back in the day. Grandpa Lucan even said that his mom canned, I think it was 1,300 cans of food every single year. That's crazy. So we're not doing that many today. So let's get started on this. We have some distilled water, and you want distilled water because it can actually alternate the, number one, the flavor of the food after a while, and also the color. And then, so we have 6 cups in each bowl because we didn't have a big enough bowl, okay? And I'm just gonna pour in about 3/4 of a cup in this one, so about half of it of salt, and then about 3/4 or the other half in here. Do you wanna take your spoon and start stirring it all together?
Yeah.
That would be great. And, woo, the biggest thing with salt is they have what's called canning salt. Yeah, I didn't know that there was such a thing. My cousin Audra, she's like, Jen, make sure you use canning salt. So I found this, and really what it is it's iodine-free salt, so it helps so the food doesn't become a different color and stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and stir this, and then we're gonna start adding our veggies into our brine, right? Right?
Yes.
As you can see, the salt has dissolved into the water, so now it's a brine. So what are we gonna add to our brine, Maria?
Cauliflower, carrots,
Cucumbers.
Oh, cucumbers. I keep forgetting. And red peppers and green peppers.
That's right. So let's go ahead and add all this in. We'll just kind of equally distribute it. So you can add in yours, I'll add in this. And we're gonna let this sit for about 1 hour. And while this is sitting, we're gonna start preparing our jars. Does that sound cool?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you gotta add them all. Okay, so the best way to prep your jars is really just to put them in the dishwasher, or you can hand wash them with some soap. And then what I like to do is I have a big 20-quart pan here, and I just drop these into some water. And this is great because this is just going to keep the jars warm, because when we fill them, we want the jars to be warm. So we're going to keep the water temperature at around 181 degrees. And over here, we also have our lids along with the rings. And reason why you heat this up, just put it in a saucepan just like this, fill it with some water, and put it on medium heat till it reaches about 181 degrees as well. And what it's going to do is it's going to help have this glue kind of be a little bit more flexible and stick to the can once we start canning. So that's that. This is a great time to start prepping this as your veggies are brining. So Maria, we're definitely multitasking. We've got our veggies brining, and we have our jars staying nice and warm. Now we have to make the solution that is gonna go in our jars. You know, kind of like regular pickles. You know how they have the liquids and stuff in it?
Yep.
That's what we're gonna do, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell everyone how to do it?
Yes. To the solution, we're gonna add some water, some sugar, and 2 cloves of garlic,
That's right.
and horseradish.
That's right. And we're gonna add
Tongue twister.
It is. And go ahead and scoop in 2 tablespoons, so 2 of those. There you go. There's 1. Okay, Maria, so we've got that done. Now we just need to add 1 more ingredient, and it's white distilled vinegar is what it's called, okay?
I knew vinegar was gonna go into it.
Absolutely. And the vinegar goes into it not only to kind of make it tart, but also it helps with preserving it. Because remember, how long can we eat this till after we make it? Once it's all sealed up in the cup or in the jars. You remember?
The whole year.
A year, right. So we can date it and then we can eat it. And not that it's bad afterwards, but you know, it probably just doesn't taste as good. Yeah. So we're adding 10 cups of this vinegar. And you could use a cider vinegar, but they really don't recommend it for the reason that it can alter the color of your vegetables, and it can also, it can also alter the flavor just a little bit too, okay? So they always suggest use the white one. And because I'm not the professional, I'm trying to listen to the professionals, right?
Okay.
Awesome. Stir that for me.
Okay.
We're gonna put this on the stove for about 15 minutes just till it kind of gets nice and simmery, and then we're gonna start draining off our veggies
Oh
because
my
it'll be
gosh,
almost an hour.
try to stir this.
Is it hard?
Try to stir it.
Wow.
I know. Doesn't it feel like weird?
That's a little bit. Filling your jars couldn't be more simple. First, you pack the vegetables into your warm jar to a 1/2 inch from the top of the jar. Place half a jalapeno pepper on the top and ladle in the vinegar solution, being sure to release all the bubbles. Wipe the top of the jar clean, then place your 2-piece cap over the top. You repeat this process until you have filled all of your jars or used all of your veggies. It is that simple. So we finished canning them, we put all the lids on and everything like that. Now we're just gonna put it back into this pot, hopefully. There we go. And we want the water to cover them. And we're gonna bring this up to a rapid boil. So we're gonna cover this. Once it comes up to a boil, we're gonna wanna boil it for 10 minutes. And this is what is called the processing part. So 10 minutes after it comes to a boil.
Our hot pickled veggies are done processing, and now they're just cooling.
And it's best to cool them on a cutting board or something like that for about 24 hours. And you know what it does, Maria, is it sucks all the air out, so no mold and stuff can get in it, and it'll be nice and good throughout the entire year. And the really cool thing is when it does, you're gonna hear a little pop, and that's the lid sucking down, and that's how you know that it's okay. If the lid is expanded, when you take them, it's not gonna be good. Don't eat them, okay? So you want that lid to be nice and sucked in. Cool?
Okay.
Awesome. Well, we hope that we've helped you out just a little bit with canning or understanding it, or if you haven't tried it before, maybe giving it a try. This is our first year, and honestly, what do you think, Maria? Is it pretty easy or is it hard?
It's easy peasy with some lemon squeezy.
Nice. It is, and it helps if you have a great helper with you too, to help you with all of the everything. Stirring, mixing, sealing, right? Good.
Except for the cutting.
Yes, I have to do that one, of course. Well, sounds good. Speaking of cutting the vegetables, Maria, why don't you tell everyone a little bit more about the vegetable part real quick?
Well, if you don't like the vegetables we put in today, you can pick some vegetables from your garden or plants
Yeah, or even from the store too if they don't have a garden.
Oh yeah.
Or a farmer's market. Farmer's market has really fresh food, so you could do that.
And you could put them in instead.
Exactly, so you can mix it up. So we hope we've helped you. A big, huge thank you to Audra and Aunt Sue and Grandma Lucan for all of their tips and tricks. We hope we could share a little bit of that with you today, right?
Yep.
Awesome. We're gonna sit here and we're gonna wait for these to pop. In the meantime, we want you to head to our website, amateurkitchen.tv, to find all of our recipes and videos. And if you don't have your canning supplies, you can also purchase those on our website as well at our Amateur Kitchen store, where you can probably find it cheaper than you will at any other regular store, right?
Yes.
Oh, what else do they need to do?
Click that little like button.
At facebook.com/amateurkitchen so you can follow us every single day. We're gonna sit here and wait for these to pop. We hope you try this recipe and we hope we helped you out just a little bit. And until next time, join us again on
Amateur Kitchen.
See you later.
Bye.
How long do you think I'll take to pop?